Hello, and welcome back to the channel. So while the big YouTube channels are featuring and reviewing the pre-release of the LOSI LMT 2.0, I thought I'd join them. I'll be featuring my own LOSI LMT, the 1.0 or version 1. So there's nothing really new here. So this should be a fairly relatively short video. This is not the TRL Team Losi Racing version. This is the original or first generation that came out. So it's so first generation that it has the fragile V1 axles, the one that doesn't have the mesh on the inside. I got this almost a year ago. I won the bid on the 16th of April last year and received the package just 3 days after I won the bid. Pretty quick turnaround. And just like my Tamiya Juggernaut, I did my research and learned the flaws and the possible remedies before I did my purchase. There are hardly any rashes when I got it, and it looks like she was hardly run. I checked her out, and unfortunately, I was hearing some grinding noise in the front axle coming from the differential, and turning the drive shaft feels rough and a bit more difficult than the rear. So I opened her up. That's how I discovered that the axles are the V1. Um, while I was doing that, trying to thoroughly look her over, I was having a hard time removing the ends of the axles. Some of the hex screw heads were stripped, and these were known, especially for the front. These were known for having those issues. I had to buy screw extractor, and luckily it worked. The From watching the videos directly from Horizon Hobby and Losi, this is something that they changed to 2 millimeter hex head hex screws. The same on the rear, so front and rear now have the 2 millimeter head hex screws. Oh, there are other upgrades that they did to the 2.0, so please refer to their video. I'm not going to fully cover what's different and what's not. I know someone already did that also. So with the new 2.0 being out, what does that mean for the older version? Well, I hope that the price for them drops, because these trucks are still very capable. They're still a viable buy, I think. I feel like that for the 2.0 version, you're mostly paying for the radio system to be able to get assistance with those trick moves. Holding the wheelies for a long time, doing endos, and um, doing the bicycle moves. So that's the gimmick for the 2.0. I mean, they did some upgrades, physical upgrades to the vehicle um, that they beefed up the vehicle a little bit more. So, but for the most part, I felt like it was just the radio system. So what are my plans for this truck? Um, so like I said, since this is having a issue with the differential anyway, so I thought I'd go with the helical pinion and ring gears. So this is for the center diff. This is for the axles. So they're helical, and I think the gear ratio is different than stock. Um, Two-piece axles. So this have the, like I said, the old um, version 1 of the version 1 axles. The 2.0 has the two-piece axles. These have four. Um, for being one piece on the front, or rear, where for the front, for example, like the front is one piece, and then the back side of it, where the axles or the drive shaft goes, are three pieces. So uh, it the basically being in pieces causes some um, strength issue there. So now with the two piece, basically um, differential housing, it made it a little bit stronger. So I might switch to those for this truck. And I've seen somebody already had an issue with the knuckle breaking off, and they put the version one's knuckle, and they fit and they work. So I'm probably like 90% sure that they're probably interchangeable. So uh, going to two-piece axles for this, maybe, or maybe I'll buy those for spare, and if something breaks, then I'll switch to those. Um, Unfortunately, I already bought this. Uh, these does have this is the version 2 axles for this, and it's because I want to do a all-wheel drive conversion for this, so that's why I got these. So all-wheel drive conversion. I feel like it's not a monster truck if it's not capable of doing a all-wheel. I'm not all drive, all-wheel steering. So I'm doing an all-wheel steering conversion for this. Kingpins. I heard there's some issues with the kingpins being backing out. So there's some aftermarket ones where they have threads on the ends, so they'll help or prevent them from backing out. So I want to replace the kingpins. Those 2 millimeter screws, 2 millimeter hex screws instead of the 1.5. I'm going with a 2 millimeter head all around. Dual shocks, something that the 2.0 have, are dual shocks on each corner. So I thought that was pretty cool. Um, I might go with dual shocks for this. Just more of a for aesthetic reason. I don't know how this thing's gonna drive. I've never um, uh, drove her yet, so but for now I might test these out. But probably in the future I'll probably go with the dual shocks for this. So cage, I like how the cage flips open for the new one. This one flips from the front back. The new one flips open from the back front, and the basically the side plates are shorter for the new ones, where basically stops where this post is. um, I think that's I'd like it better if it's shorter there, so I could better fit the body that I want to put on here. I felt like I was being forced to uh, move forward because of how long this is. So um, yeah, so I might go with that chest, with that roll cage when that comes up. Limiting straps, obviously limiting straps um, for all those air jumps will prevent me from pulling on the shocks. So that's the plan for this truck. Hopefully you guys follow along with this other project, along with other projects that are coming up. Oh, real quick. So if you guys are wondering what microphone I'm using, when the channel first came out, I wasn't using a microphone. I was just using my phone's microphone. I was speaking into it directly, and I could hear all sorts of noise in the background, and my voice is so muffled and everything. So, and then my last video, I heard that it was like really sharp because I was using this one. It comes with two. The one that I'm using right now has the fluffy end, so hopefully it's a lot softer than the last video. I normally do use that one, but the battery was low and it was on a charger, so I went and used the one with the regular cover. Yeah, I got this for maybe like, I don't remember now, less than 20 bucks I think, from Amazon. So not affiliated with them, no sponsorship or anything. Just if you guys are wondering what microphone I'm using. Yes, USB-C plugs in, boom, and yeah, it works really, really great for me. So yep. Anyways, like I said, relatively short video. If you guys are liking these type of content, as always, please share my videos. Thank you for watching.